Hi guys, welcome to McKola TV. I'm Adam McKola. I'm live on McKola TV and we are talking today Zlatan Ibrahimovic's ban. He has been banned for 3 domestic games for that elbow on Tyrone Mings. He was obviously charged yesterday with violent conduct. He had until today to appeal against that. Obviously hasn't appealed against it. The FA have banned him for 3 games. Now, we've got a few people saying, like Ammon, saying, I'm actually happy Zlatan is out, and I know what he means. I don't think Ammon is saying that Zlatan Ibrahimovic is a poor player and he doesn't want to see him start. But maybe this rest could be what Zlatan Ibrahimovic needs. Maybe this rest is exactly what Zlatan needs. Like Subrat is also saying as well, the Manchester United team have flown out, and they've flown out without Luke Shaw and without Wayne Rooney, which is an interesting one as well, because obviously, is that saving them for the game against Chelsea, which is obviously going to be a difficult game now without Zlatan Ibrahimovic, or is it something that is just missing through injury, although he has travelled with the side? With the likes of those potentially out, Wayne Rooney missing, surely it can't be something where he's just not preferred and he's not being selected. But we'll speak about that a little bit more into the stream. I'm with you guys for about 20 to 30 minutes. I will not get my tits out, Jamie, but we will be talking all things 3-game ban. That's very, very disappointing because obviously you want Zlatan Ibrahimovic to be available for games, particularly that Chelsea game in the FA Cup, the quarter-final. We're going to need a full-strength team for that. Bryson saying Rashford finally to be given another big chance. Now, against Blackburn in the FA Cup in the last round, he played up top, he started up top, and he scored a goal as well. It was a decent goal too. But obviously now, he's going to have to be selected up top unless we go with Wayne Rooney or somebody else. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I've noticed that the stream is a little will pick up as we go along. But as I was saying, guys, here today, we are discussing Zlatan Ibrahimovic's suspension from domestic football for 3 games following that elbow. And United needs to take these 3 games and show why we paid that much money. And I do agree that other players now have to step up. With Zlatan Ibrahimovic out, we need other players to step up. It's that simple. Anthony Martial, he needs to step up, chip in with a goal or 2. Other players have to step up, chip in with goals now that Zlatan Ibrahimovic, our main man, is out. And when you look at domestic football, when Zlatan Ibrahimovic hasn't scored, apart from a few games, Manchester United have struggled as well. So we need United now to step up without Zlatan Ibrahimovic, but he will be missed. With this game against Rostov, though, we have got Zlatan Ibrahimovic available. So it's not too much to be worried about in that aspect in terms of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. We've got him for this game against Rostov. And maybe that will help our Europa League conquests as well. With Zlatan Ibrahimovic missing 3 domestic games, he's going to be rested for those 3 games. Obviously, he can't be selected. And he will be fresh for these games against Rostov. So maybe that's a good thing. It will help our progression into the latter stages of the Europa League. But I definitely wanted to see, we need to have a full strength side, particularly at this time in the season. Nav says Marshall, Mickey, Mata, Rashford equals goals, and hopefully that does equal goals. It does sound particularly tasty, doesn't it? Marshall, Mickey and Mata in behind Marcus Rashford. We've got some experience there with Mickey and Mata. And then obviously Marshall and Rashford will provide the pace and stretch defences. And if Mickey and Mata can find those guys with the passes, then it's absolutely happy days. I am not travelling out to Russia, unfortunately. We had a short amount of time to get everything sorted. Wasn't confident on getting tickets for it in the ballot. So we had to give this one a miss, unfortunately. I enjoyed last time we went to Russia. We went to Russia, was it last season when we played CSKA Moscow? We drew 1-1. Anthony Martial scored a header. And although it was very, very cold and I absolutely froze my bollocks off, it was an enjoyable trip and I really did enjoy it out there. And I didn't expect that I would in Russia. Obviously, safe trip to all those that are making the trip out there to Rostov. Hope everyone has a good one. enjoys all the vodka, and enjoys, hopefully, a Manchester United victory. We can play quick now, says Haim Yehezekel. Sorry if I said your surname wrong. Who needs tiki-taka when you have Mickey and Mata, says Lewis. Yes, I do agree with that. I love Mickey and Mata. Now, Jose Mourinho earlier in the week had said Mickey couldn't play this game because he wasn't fit. He didn't think he'd be fit for this one, and he thought he would be fit for the game against Chelsea. But Mkhitaryan has travelled now. If Mkhitaryan wasn't fit for the game, I'm not sure Jose Mourinho would allow him to do that long distance travelling. I think it's like a 2,000-mile journey there. I wouldn't be surprised if he is fit and available for this game, because you don't make someone endure a flight if they're not fit or if they're only touch and go. Or would you, because of the fact that we have less players? Maybe we've left Wayne Rooney out. We've not been able to pick Rooney through fitness or whatever. So you never know. Yes, Cheeky Sport boys, they are in the comments. It was great to see you guys at the weekend. And after this live stream's over, guys, go and check out the Cheeky Sport video from the weekend. Got to meet up with Henrik Mkhitaryan. Lads, was that before or after I left you guys? If it was after I left you guys, absolutely gutted. Mourinho has been doing that lying about fitness thing forever, says Jamie. Lots of managers do it, don't they? Or I also think it's sometimes if you're not sure and then a player proves his fitness, then you got to select him, don't you? You can't just say, oh, I'm not going to select him because I said he wasn't fit. So we have to select him. Come on, United, says Abhishek, and I'm guessing he's saying that in Cheeky Sports Dave's voice. After I left, bastards. I love Henrik Mkhitaryan. He was looking swag. He walked past when I was with you. So that's an interesting one. Well done, guys. Watch the video as well. Absolute quality. Big up Cheeky Sport. Guys, Cheeky Sport as well. What are you lads making of the Zlatan Ibrahimovic suspension? He misses the Chelsea Cup game. He misses Middlesbrough away, and he misses West Bromwich Albion at home. The United squad has travelled out to Russia. Yes, they've travelled out to Russia, and they've travelled without Wayne Rooney and without Luke Shaw. Henrik Mkhitaryan, though, does travel. So, guys, what are your questions ahead of the game, and how are you feeling about the game in Russia? I am looking forward to it. I cannot wait to the game. Rostov have a decent record at their home ground. They've drawn as well with Atletico Madrid. They beat Bayern Munich at their home ground 3-2. So they have a pedigree at their home ground. Their fans will be well up for it. I think it's about a 15,000, 16,000 capacity. Their fans will be well up for this one. And it's going to be a difficult game for United. One of the most difficult trips we would have made of this season. And hopefully we can come out on top. I mean, Rostov, they're 7th in the Russian league. They did win 6-0 at the weekend, so they're coming into it full of confidence. But this is a side Manchester United should be beating. Although, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised to see us come out of there with a draw. We know Jose Mourinho wants to do well in this competition. He wants to progress in this competition. And he wants to keep going in this competition. With that being said, for that reason, they could just not play defensively or not try to get goals or try to win the game, but maybe have more in mind that, you know what, we don't need to win this game. If we get out of there with a draw, happy days, and we can go home and beat them at Old Trafford. Because as difficult as it is for United travelling over there, when they come to Old Trafford, I know we've seen some results where it's been 1-1 and stuff like that in the league. But at home in the Europa League, we've been a lot better. It could have been more if he'd appealed, and we should be able to win those 3 games without him, says Cheeky Sport. And we should be able to, yes. And it allows us to freshen things up as well. We can play Marshall up top, maybe through the middle. Although we haven't played Marshall up top through the middle an awful lot. So it would be different for him to play there. He's already had to adapt to what Jose Mourinho wants from him as a left winger. Then he would have to adapt to what Jose Mourinho wants of him through the middle. So I can't see us going with Marshall through the middle. I would be surprised to see that. I wouldn't be surprised to see Marcus Rashford up top through the middle. And Martial maybe out wide, or Martial even rested with that game against Chelsea in mind, because we could then play maybe Mkhitaryan, Mata, and someone like Jesse Lingard, someone that's going to do a little bit more of a defensive shift than Anthony Martial will, and that would allow us to keep Anthony Martial wrapped in cotton wool ahead of that game against Chelsea. So we've got interesting options at stake. I remember we've got no Eric Bailly as well for this one. So we're going to have to go with Smalling and Rojo. I doubt we'll see Daley Blind coming at centre half. Those are the main three centre backs that have travelled. Matteo Darmian has travelled. Antonio Valencia has travelled. Ashley Young has travelled. So I'd expect that two of those three will be at fullback. Daley Blind as well, actually, yeah. So two of those four would be the fullbacks. I expect Valencia will play. And maybe Ashley Young at left back. What do you guys think to that? Should Ashley Young get a start for Manchester United at left back in Rostov? It would allow us to do that defensive shift. Now, Michael Carrick played against Bournemouth. He's likely to be needed to start against Chelsea. So will he start against Rostov? We've gone out there with Ander Herrera, who missed that game against Bournemouth. Or was that with this game in mind, allowing him to come in and bring his energy into the midfield? Marouane Fellaini came on late in the game against Bournemouth. Could he be someone that could start? I wouldn't be surprised to see a midfield three of Ander, Fellaini and Paul Pogba. What do you guys think about that? Zlatan Ibrahimovic is bound to start up top in this game. I know we've been talking about Rashford starting up top and Martial potentially starting up top, but Zlatan's bound to start up top in this game because Zlatan Ibrahimovic is suspended on Monday. He's suspended for the league games, so he's bound to start this game and bound to start against Rostov. Matt says Ashley Young getting minutes for United still hurts me. I know Ashley Young's ability isn't great or isn't what it used to be or anything like that. If it ever was, he's never been a great player. He's always been a decent player, but I think his willingness to want to play for Manchester United, I think his work rate, I think his ability to adapt, I think those things, and also his delivery at times is quite good as well. I think as a squad player, there are worse players to be had, but I do see what you're saying. If he was someone that was starting week in, week out, that would be a worry, but he's not at the moment, so is it a worry? And we've got over 100 people in here at the moment. Thank you all for joining us. Make sure you share, like, comment. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's go Fosu Mensah. It would be nice to see Fosu Mensah play. Did he even travel? I don't think he did, Let me double check that on the Manchester United website. I've been disappointed by the lack of action that Jose Mourinho has been given to Fosu Mensah. It's a shame, really. Yeah, and he's not in the squad. The full squad for you guys is David De Gea, Romero, O'Hara. So those are the three goalkeepers. Valencia, Jones, Rojo, Smalling, Blind, and Darmian and Young. So you would probably say Valencia and Young with Jones and Smalling and Rojo. Jones has not long come back from injury. Is he likely to start? He started at the weekend and he gave away that poor penalty, didn't he? Shit, I forgot about that. You can tell his performance wasn't much to be desired. And that was a poor penalty to give away. So I'd rather he be punished than not started. Carrick, Herrera, Fellaini, Pogba, Mata, Lingard, Mkhitaryan are the midfielders. Martial, Rashford, Ibrahimovic are the front men. So that's the full squad. Timbo will start playing next season, says Abhishek. I hope so, because if he doesn't start next season, then he should just go out on loan because he deserves to be starting games for somebody. He needs to develop. I do think Jose Mourinho likes him. I think he's a typical Jose Mourinho player. I think he needs experience. He needs minutes under his belt. But he showed last season, and he's shown when he's been given an opportunity, that he's a very talented player and he needs to get given more opportunities. The only problem for him has been Valencia has been fit throughout the season. Whenever Timothy Fosu Mensah has played, he's been playing at right back. Obviously, he can play at central defensive midfield, central midfield area, and of course at centre half as well. But he's been being selected at right back for this moment in time. So maybe in the future, when Michael Carrick calls it a day, things will open up in the middle a little bit and he can get more opportunities. But he definitely needs game time next season. And if he doesn't get it, I will be disappointed. And he needs to go out on loan if he's not going to get it here. I am going to go to Michael Carrick's testimonial, the 2018 being in action. Hopefully Cristiano Ronaldo is there as well. But yeah, it'd be great to see that team back together. Michael Carrick will be deserving of a huge send-off as well. Well, it's not a send-off. Hopefully he's here next season, but he'll be deserving of a huge testimonial. Do you think Rooney should start up front against Chelsea, says Dylan? I wouldn't be surprised to see Wayne Rooney start against Chelsea. Whether that's up top, I'm not too sure. Maybe in behind someone like Marcus Rashford would be okay. We need to bring Pereira back, says Meany. Pereira definitely should be involved with the first team squad, particularly in pre-season. Whether that again is next season, I'm not too sure, but he's such a talented player. If he doesn't make it at Manchester United, he will make it elsewhere. You hear the talk of him being interested in clubs such as Juventus and Paris Saint-Germain, and it'd be great to see Pereira getting opportunities for Manchester United because he's a talented player. Ashton Smith has just realised United are in 6th, I think. That joke doesn't bother us anymore. Now, obviously, United should have moved from 6th at the weekend. We failed to do so again. Absolute, what the fuck was going on there? But it's not over. It's not over at all, and there's so much games left to play. But Manchester United really do need to buck up their ideas and start winning their home games. Our record away from home, I think if you just took the home away games, I think we're like 3rd in the table from points from away games. It's our home form that has really let us down this season. Mings did get a ban by the FA, but the fact that it's a bigger ban than the one that Zlatan Ibrahimovic, about to say Anthony Marshall, Zlatan Ibrahimovic got, doesn't mean anything for us, just like Cheeky Sport said earlier. Waiting for Bastian to start. Abhishek, you'll be waiting a long time because he hasn't flown out with the squad. He had that injury, didn't he, that he picked up before the Bournemouth game. Nothing too serious, but he's not in the squad again. My team, I will do a preview for this tomorrow. So make sure you join us for the preview that I do for this tomorrow. But my team would be something like this. Sergio Romero in goal. He started a lot of the Europa League games, kept a lot of clean sheets as well. Valencia, Smalling, Rojo, and maybe Ashley Young or Damian at left back. I would like to see Daley Blind. But if Luke Shaw's not going to play against Chelsea, then I'd like to see Daley Blind there at left back. So I'd go with Damian or Ashley Young here. Ander Herrera, Fellaini, Pogba in the middle of the park. Lingard, Zlatan and Rashford is the team I've got. It's not orange vodka, it's ginger beer. Who drinks vodka and orange in a can? I will be doing my preview live as well. What I absolutely love about doing this live stuff is, there's no editing after. So you do it. You might have to clip a bit off the end or the front, but you don't have to do anything after. It's absolutely amazing. And it saves me a lot of work. And as you guys know, I'm a lazy sod. Right then, for you guys that have missed the start and are joining us late, Zlatan has been given a 3-game ban by the FA, which will apply to domestic games. He will miss the Chelsea away game. He will miss Borough away in the league, and he will miss West Bromwich Albion at home in the league. The squad has flown out to Russia. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is obviously a part of that squad that has flown out to Russia. But there's no Rooney, no Luke Shaw, who have been left out. Eric Bailly is obviously suspended, so he's not involved. Henrik Mkhitaryan has taken the trip out there, so it's likely that he's now available for selection, because I'm not sure Jose Mourinho would make him endure a flight to Russia and back if he wasn't available for selection. Predicted team at the moment, this may change tomorrow when I do my preview. Romero, Valencia, Smalling, Rojo, Damian, Ander Herrera, Fellaini, Pogba, Lingard, Zlatan and Rashford. I would like to see Mkhitaryan, of course. I would like to see Anthony Martial, of course. I would like to see Daley Blind. But with that game against Chelsea in mind, I think we can take a chance to give some players a rest. We've seen how the players looked against Southampton. We've seen the players performance against Bournemouth. It hasn't been great. And that could be down to a little bit of tiredness, a little bit of fatigue maybe. Zlatan will obviously get a rest now with that 3-game domestic suspension. So we'll need the other players fit and firing. But yeah, man, guys, hope you guys are well. Thank you all for joining me here on this live stream. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Tomorrow I'll have a live preview ahead of that Rostov game. Any more team news that comes out from Jose Mourinho's press conference, you will find out then. I'll give you my predicted team, my predicted scoreline, etc, etc. Full-Time Devils have already done a preview. I wasn't in it, but you can go and check that out over on youtube.com/Full-Time Devils. Make sure you hit the subscribe button here and at McKola TV. I've got so much more content coming your way, and I'm glad that I've nailed the time for some of you Indian subscribers to get involved as well. Thanks for the comment, Kanish. Thank you all, wherever you are in the world, for joining me here today. We will be back for more live chat about the greatest thing on earth, Manchester United. And of course, I'm going to be doing more content on here as well. We've got the FIFA videos that will be continuing. We've got our England debut this week. We'll have much more content coming your way as well. What more stuff do you want to see? Vlogs. I'm going to thank you, Jasmine. I'm going to the world title fight between Anthony Joshua and Klitschko, so I'll be vlogging that. I'll be doing some more stuff vlogging. I'll be hopefully doing some more football stuff as well. Get onto Cheeky Sport, comment on all their videos telling them, yo, when's the video coming with Adam Mack, because we need to get our collaboration sorted out. But yeah, I'm going to be doing lots more stuff for you guys, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment and share. For now, I'm Adam McKola. I'm out of here.